Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Gonna be looking at the comments on my phone. So let's see. Okay. How this is gonna go. So today we are going to be painting, well, I am going to be painting my guns that I am going to be bringing to a desert festival. I got accepted as a go-go dancer for a cyberpunk themed like desert party, so I might as well look the part. I'm going to have a full tutorial on how I redesigned these and what these are actually made out of. But yeah, I'm busy painting all the stuff. I look like an insane person right now, but it's okay. We're gonna paint while I answer questions and talk to you guys about stuff. So that'll be fun. How's everybody's week going? Or weekend, I should say. Yesterday, I went to a femdom party, and it was really far. And I put a post, as you guys may or may not have seen, on the community tab and also on my Instagram for submissives who were going to be interested in driving me and attending. There were actually an even amount of males to females, which was good. I played a little bit, and the person that I played with was really interesting. They were from the UK, which is on my bucket list. And yeah, he and I may collab in the future, so look out for that. Joe says, "Hi, mistress. Hello. You are the first today. Welcome to the live stream." Okay, I should probably move this here. How's your weekend going so far? Oh, Joe says I'm new here. How are you, mistress? I'm doing well. Welcome. How did you find me? Or was it just the live stream that popped up? I'm curious. Oh, found me through the live stream. Cool. Very cool. Arabic person has 2 heart love emojis, smiley faces. So, yeah. Do you know what my channel is about, Joe? I know I have a unique title for today's live stream, so you might think that I do cosplay stuff, which I do sometimes. I did when I was younger. But right now, it's kind of more about DIYs and building props. This would be a really good role play, actually. So, yes, Joe, since you are new here, I'd be happy to answer your questions as best as I can. Note that there are some things that I'm gonna have to disguise or, like, you know, say without really saying because of the platform, but I will do my best. And also, that's what these live streams are for, honestly. It's to answer questions. Songs with no copyright says, hello, lovely, hello. I like your handle name, your username. Oh man, I can't paint within the lines, guys. My hand is not that steady. Oof. This is why professionals get paid a lot of money for this. I have a steady hand for impact play. Psst. That counts, right? Joe says, I know what it is, mistress. Spiros says, hello, mistress. You will be at the gala meeting? No, I will not, unfortunately. I found out about that party a little too late to plan an international trip. Also, because if you guys have seen my travel tours, which is a playlist here on YouTube, if you go to my account and scroll down, there's a whole playlist dedicated to all the cities that I've toured. And like my Europe tour consisted of 3 different countries, meeting, you know, different DOMs in those countries and stuff like that. And if I'm gonna go across an ocean, like, I want to see as much as I can in one sitting, because I love traveling, but sitting on a plane for hours and hours on end, it's a little taxing on the body and the mind, you know? So I would like to minimize that and kind of get the most out of it as possible. So not this time, but it looks like there's going to be a full attendance, so I hope everybody has fun there. Oh, all right, I gotta go back to the things. Okay, let's see. Francesco says, hi, Miss Mara. Korean CEO says, hello, goddess. Hello, hello, welcome. Francesco's asking, how am I doing? I'm doing really well. I have a busy couple of weekends, and I love being busy. It's great. It's something that I hope won't stop, you know? Okay, so Joe's asking, or says, I'm disabled. I really want to see a mistress, but I'm scared too because of my disability. I'm scared I'd be ignored because of it. I am super inclusive, so I've actually played with a disabled person previously. If you go on my Instagram, I believe I took a photo with them, and they were interested in sissification as well as bondage, but they were restricted to being in a wheelchair. And luckily, the places that I have access to are usually, for the most part, disable friendly, if that makes sense. So I would say do your research. Like, I have absolutely no issues with that, and We had a lot of fun. We had 2 hours of like me putting him in total transformation. And he was able to move himself onto a low bench, and then I was able to perform bandage on that, and it was super, super fun. Like, would do again. 10 out of 10. They contacted me several times, but then the pandemic happened, so I don't know. If you're okay with sharing, Joe, what is your disability, may I ask? But also, I really don't think it matters, for me at least. Like, okay. Francesco says, you are a real artist. Thanks. Yeah, I feel really blessed to be born as a Leo, because I feel super creative. I have like a fiery, last night when I went to that femdom party that I posted about, like the person I was playing with really felt my energy, and like we may collab in the future. So that was really cool. And then I also bonded with another, she's a switch, which is pretty cool. And we may collaborate afterwards as well. See, this is why people should go to events, because that's literally what these things are for. Is meeting other people, like-minded people. Songs with no copyright. I'm just gonna say no copyright. Says, good busy as always, indeed. Francesca says, beautiful steampunk gun. Actually, yeah, this kind of does look steampunk too. But it's supposed to be cyberpunk. I'm gonna try and light it up afterwards, like with LEDs, but I don't know if it's gonna work, because my plan for it, because it's supposed to have like these tubes on it, like this. However, I noticed that I tested out LEDs inside, and you could see the streaks of paint on the outside, so I was like, oh, let's not do that. So I might have to light it up from the, oh no, I touched the paint. I might have to light it up from the outside instead, but we'll see. I also only put 1 coat of paint, so now I want to put at least 3 coats, maybe 4. Also, it makes the gold brighter. Like, this side is way more intense than this side, but I don't know if you guys can tell through the lighting. Let's see. Okay. Francesca says, where did you learn so many trades? I didn't learn how to do this, honestly. I just do it. I mean, I went to art school, but what I learned there was actually color theory and like how to mix colors. You know, primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors, adjacent, all of those, monochromatic, grayscale. And I also learned how to use tools, digital tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Premiere, Final Cut. I even learned how to use Pro Tools for a little bit for sound design and sound mixing. So that was good, because I still use those tools to this day, specifically Photoshop and Premiere, like all the time for my YouTube videos and for editing my photos, editing my short films and stuff like that. But I'm just naturally a creative spirit, and so like I want to make as many things as I can possibly. And, every time I come up with a new project or that I see something that inspires me, I just go for it. I come up with a plan and I execute it. And I think that's like, it's so fun because it's a challenge, good challenge. Joe says, I have spina bifida. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look that up. But it sounds like a spinal thing, right? Are you can you move, or are you bound to like a wheelchair? What is your restrictions, if I may ask? Or if you can explain it to like somebody who doesn't really know much about disabilities, that'd be great. That would be me also. Corey says, Miss Mara, hello, hello. No Copyright says, thank you, beautiful. My absolute pleasure. Joe's asking, wait, do you mind me calling you mistress? No, I don't mind. Thank you for asking, though, because I actually don't like it when subs or potential kinksters call themselves my submissives or my slave. First of all, I don't use that word. Second of all, who are you to tell me that you are my property? And third of all, if I haven't even done anything with you, we don't have an established dynamic yet. That happens through negotiation. So, but the title mistress is generic, and it is what I am. And I think it's appropriate and shows a sign of respect. So I totally dig that. I also give permission for people to call me goddess, because if they aren't into, the kink aspect of things, they still want to worship, they are allowed to call me that. I identify as that. And Domina is good as well. And then as simple as Miss Mara works 100% also. So thank you for asking, Joe. No Copyright just says, just paint over your mistakes later. Oh, trust. I'm going to. There's a lot of mistakes. But I kind of like it, though. Like, I like that it's not perfect because it has like a handmade feel to it. And on top of that, it kind of looks more like grungy that way, But I'll clean it up as much as I can. And then I'm going to, at the very end, I'm going to do an enamel coat over everything. Or like a coat over everything. Corey is asking if they can be a mod. So what I told somebody else a couple of years ago, prior or during the pandemic, because they were interested in moderating. They were really good at attending my live streams, and they were amazing at like telling people to tip if they wanted to see like my feet or legs or gloves and everything, because I do that. But my requirements were that, they had to show that they were going to attend every single live stream, as much as possible, because if you're my moderator, I need you to be on it, right? All the time. And I also need to know that you're a dedicated and not just a one-time off, moderator. So there's a trial period of a few months. If I see that you are, participating, engaging, polite to everybody, and, help with the overall conversation flow, then yeah, I will totally consider that. It's kind of like a real job. Sometimes they have like that probation period where they're testing you out, right? Okay, I think I'm done with this side for now. Okay, switching guns, because guess what? I had two. Francesco says, thank you for your attention and answer. You're welcome. Says, you're a real cowboy. You're a real cowgirl, and I'm your little pony. No copyright says, I love how you are so honest and open. I mean, honestly, honestly, that is my policy. Like, I have zero tolerance for people who are trying to be manipulative and, like, lie and over-exaggerate things to boost their persona or ego. And trust me, there's a lot of that in my industry. And I stay away. I mean, like, far away from it. And I'm watching people. Just because I don't engage with someone's comments and stuff, I still sometimes catch things on my feed. And when I see that somebody is being something that I just can't, like, stand for, I just don't associate with them anymore. And that has happened many times. Because I don't like drama. And I'm not going to engage in it. So, if people want to start stuff, that's on them. But I try to stay drama-free. I try to just do my best and do my own thing. So, if people want to be a part of that, welcome. So Joe says, I'm paralyzed from below the knee, wear braces on my legs. Oh, yeah. Was that something you were born with, or did that happen through an accident? But hey, you have mobility then on your torso and, like, the belt area, which is very good. Honestly, that's the important part. Joe says, you're welcome, mistress. I just wanted to ask before calling you mistress. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Honestly, I don't mind questions like that too, because I feel like when people just assume something, that's when things can get kind of awry, because they think it's okay to do something. In reality, it's like, well, you never asked, you know? And it's just better to ask and get clarity on something rather than assume and expect, like, oh, it's fine. I've seen them do this before. It's like, it wasn't with you, though. So, I appreciate that. Francesca says, I'm glad because you are the only mistress open with everybody, and you're serious and sweet at the same time. Honestly, that's how I play, too. Wow, I say honestly a lot. Okay. That is how I play, too. Like yesterday, the person that I played with, they were telling me how they know a lot of DOMs, but a lot of DOMs fake being real DOMs. Like, they think they know stuff just because, you know, they have a dominant personality, or, you know, they've seen YouTube videos or whatever, right? And so he's been disappointed. He tries to go into a session without expectation, but of course, you know, there is some level of expectation where it's like, the person should know how, you know, to hit. This person should know how to guide and lead a session and pull the submissive out of a person, right? Well, he's had sessions where those things didn't happen, and he's been very, like, wary, because even though he does his research and stuff like that, sometimes, you know, people lie, right? Speaking of honesty, and then, you know, other people suffer, or, like, end up spending money on somebody who didn't add up to that worth that, you know, they were charging. So with me, he didn't expect anything from me. He showed me toys that he made, and I wanted to test them out because they looked really well made and well done, and they were really good toys. He had an amazing time. He was like, I love your energy. You're adorable. I don't like that word you used on me, but I accepted it yesterday just because that's kind of like, he didn't say it in a mean way or like a cutesy way. It was more like an endearment form. And so it was really great. Okay, that was a long-winded comment to that. John Burdett says, hello. Oh, hey, beautiful lady. I hope you and everyone is doing well. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well too. Welcome. Corey says, I will be on your live stream all the time, and I'll treat people with huge respect. Cool. So yeah, I'll keep an eye out for you every time I have my live streams. They're usually every other week, like every other Saturday. But it also depends on if I have an event or like if I'm traveling or going to, a gig or something. Speaking of which, I will be performing next weekend like 3 times. So I'll stay tuned because I'm going to end this live stream on what I'm going to be doing next week. What's all says hello there, Miss Mara. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. Joe says, born with it, mistress. Okay. Yeah, so are you in the LA area? Where are you located? Byron says, hey, Mara, did I miss anything? I don't know. I've been talking for the last 20 to 30 minutes, so I would go back and rewatch the beginning of this live stream afterwards to see if you did in fact miss anything. And let's see. Francesco says, I forgot, I am a cosplayer. What did you cosplay as? Or what have you cosplayed as? Who have you cosplayed as? I'm sure everybody knows what cosplay is, but if you don't, it's costume play, which means you take a fictional character from a TV series, a movie, a book, and you create a outfit and props based off of that character. And you become that character for the day or for the event or whatever you're dressing up for. Watsal says, don't get me wrong here, but whenever I see your old pictures, I feel like, wow, she looks hot. And now when I look at you, I find you so cute. Moral of the story, I think I'm in love with your looks. Mara is. Well, the photos I used to take showed a lot more skin. I haven't had a proper photo shoot in a very long time. All the ones that I've been posting from this year are actually from previous years or like performances. And then my photos from last year are like archives of stuff that I've taken, from previous years as well. So fun fact, I'm actually going to be doing a photo shoot today because I have a Kinkster coming. He is coming into town from Hawaii, and I played with him in 2019, and we haven't played since. So we're going to do a 3-hour session today. And before we do it, because he's staying at this really cute hotel, we're going to do a photo shoot before the actual session. So that's going to be really fun. But yeah, I think as I get older, I'm also like into wearing more like lady / matron type of clothing. In my mind, the dom is always, is always clothed, and the, is usually the one with less or the same amount of clothing. So, yeah. Let's see. Francesca says, I like Spider-Man, Crusade, Marvel, DC. And who do you love for cosplay? I haven't really done, like, how do you say, specific characters, really. I've always done, like, inspired by, or, yeah, like, if you look at my previous photos, I never really dress as a specific character. I always, like, dress up in the theme of something. But I'm not really into superheroes, honestly, because I'm kind of tired of them. And I know that a lot of people are going to be like, you're a fake cosplayer if you're saying that. But honestly, like, the amount of movies that have come out within the past decade based off of superheroes is kind of insane. It's like nobody has any new, stuff to pitch anymore. It's just comic books and things. And I'm like, okay, but what's next? What's new? Like, what? I don't know if anybody else wants anything else right now. So that's also kind of why I make my own films, because I'm kind of bored of what I see, in the mainstream media. It's really like, okay, repetitive. Joe says, now comes the tricky part. I'm from England, mistress. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I'm going to be making my way there soon enough. I was supposed to go in 2020, but had to cancel, for obvious reasons. But, yeah. I would suggest you go to my website, dominamara.com, and scroll down so that you could apply for my newsletter. I send one out every month to let you guys know what I'm up to, the events I'm going to be at, the performances I'm going to be like hosting or headlining, and then any travel updates. And then, of course, follow all my social media in case you miss something, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. I try to post everything around the same time on all platforms, but sometimes I miss one, or I thought I, posted it, and so it's just best to follow me on everything. Francesca says, I love cosplay with many characters of movies. Yeah. I just think that people who do cosplay for a living, like, it's really cool to see them make all their stuff. Corey's asking, what time will I be live streaming next? So usually I'm on a schedule of like 1 p.m. Pacific time, which I upload videos on every Saturday, or live stream Saturday. So it's like video, live stream, video, live stream. But at the end of April, I'm going to be out of town the 21st to the 24th for this desert party where I'm going to be bringing these. And, festival, really. So that will be a live stream for sure. And it's always at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Pacific time is California time. I'm located and based out of Los Angeles. So, yeah. If you also go to my community tab, I'm very clear on like when I usually live stream, or I try to, like today, I tried to make it a little more interactive and, ask people, hey, do you guys want to watch me like paint my Cyberpunk guns or whatever for my live stream. And people were like, yeah. So if you look out for posts for that, like, you'll know. Francesco says, your first cosplay, would I do it again? So my first one was actually a kind of a cop-out. I did like an anime schoolgirl, but like I didn't really have like a specific sailor outfit. I just had like a generic one, and I had a generic brown wig with bangs, and so I just like went as a schoolgirl. Not any specific one, but you know, that was fun. I still got my picture taken, so that was fun. Would I do it again? I wouldn't do a generic one. If you go to my Goddess Mara channel here on YouTube, I have me flowing with a pair of silk fans in white without pants on at the train station, and I have a purple sailor uniform, again generic too, but I had like a magical girl theme for that, and it was really fun. Also got my pictures taken. Okay, I kind of need a blade for this because I'm gonna do some surgery and like open this up to get more paint from the inside because I'm running out. Francesco says, steampunk is special. In what way? What Sal says, are you going to shoot someone with this prop, taking full advantage of being a mistress? So, fun fact, if you guys watch my video later, because I'm gonna do a recap video of how I made all of this, these are tubes for water. So if you put them in and screw them in like this, it shoots out from here when you pull the trigger, like, so it's actually a water gun, which I think is really cool. So I can shoot somebody with this. Francesco says, wow. Corey says, I don't like Marvel and DC. I prefer DC over Marvel, but I mean, I really like Deadpool, so As if I could, oh no, I need to plug my phone in. Okay. Although if I would like to make you happy, mistress, if I could do anything for you, I am always accepting gift cards to things, no matter how small the amount is. So for like Amazon or like a hardware store, like Ace. I don't know if you have access to that. I think maybe online. Those are always helpful. If you can't spend anything monetary, oh, you can also join my memberships here on YouTube. I have 2 membership tiers. One of them allows you to have these, you know, cute Mara emojis that I made. And the more members that we collect, the more Mara emojis that I will upload. And they're custom to the live chat and to comments and stuff like that. So that's really cool to have. And then the other tier is to exclusive leg and foot content here on YouTube. You can also support my OnlyFans or buy clips from me. And then if you can't afford anything, you know, monetarily, liking all of my Instagram posts, all of my YouTube videos, all of my Twitter posts and retweeting those, all of those little things help. So thank you for asking. Okay, let's see. Francesco says, I go to sleep. I'll see you in the next live and adventure. Good night, my queen. Good night. Have a good night's rest. Okay, Russian, or Cyrillic. I can't read the Russian, but has a red heart, a red rose, and a kneeling person. Hello. Welcome to the stream. And let's see. Corey says, have you seen 101 Dalmatians from 1996? And what was your favorite scene? The animated one? I don't remember what year that was. I could have sworn it was before then. Because Aladdin came out in 1994. And oh, you mean the live action one? I feel like 101 Dalmatians was before that. Like way before that. Because it has like the vintage vibes. Is that the one with Meryl Streep? Joe says, I can do anything on YouTube, mistress, as long as... Oh, as I haven't got any social media. I probably can't afford anything at the moment. Sorry to disappoint, mistress. Yeah, so then on YouTube, you can... Well, one of my memberships is only $5, but if that's still too much for you, yeah, like I mentioned, if you go to my channel page and then you click the tab videos, just go and, you know, tab each of those videos and click the like button, the heart button, and then comment. Because the more engagement on the videos, the more the algorithm's going to be like, oh, this channel's doing really well. This video is doing really well. I am going to spread it more. You know, it's good I have two of these guns because I totally forgot to paint this part. And I was looking at my other gun and I was like, something is missing. So, Joe says, yes, mistress, can I do anything else for you? Why don't you do that first and let me know when that's complete? Because I have hundreds of videos, so it'll take you a little bit to get through all of them. Okay, so that looks good. Cool. I didn't realize this paint was so thin. Like, how many coats do I need of this thing? It's like, 2 is barely enough. It's better, but it's barely enough. Joe's asking, just a like or just a comment? Both. If you could do both, that'd be fantastic. The more engagement, the better. Valor says, I have not been able to be a part of the community for just over a year now. I've had to be away. It's very frustrating. Listening to you talk and hearing about the things you do is a comfort to me. Aw, yay. I'm so happy to hear that. I hope that, looking at my social media and my community tab can, help you kind of get through these weird times. The memes are honestly endless. Like, there were so many about, the pandemic, and now it's like possible World War III. It's like never ending, isn't it? Things are starting to open back up also, but I don't know, I don't feel like the same engagement, or the engagement is the same as prior to all of this happening. So Corey says, I only have YouTube. Yeah, so the moderation would be for YouTube. And YouTube only. I mean, I have Twitch too, but I don't go on there as much. I was gonna go on today, but then I'm using my other phone for to read your comments and stuff. So Joe says, yes, mistress, I'll let you know when I've done it. Yeah, do it after the live stream though, because the live is more important, to be present while I'm here, and that way you won't miss anything either. Valor says, I don't like to say much though. I'm afraid to talk about these things online. You're very brave to be so open. I mean, I think I'm open because my parents know what I do. Like, somebody outed me. Someone in my own family outed me to my parents. And now that they know, because they're the ones that I was kind of like, hesitant about them knowing, now I just don't care. Like, I've been doing what I've been doing for so long that at this point in time, I'm so comfortable with it. And there's aspects of it that I consider as entertainment. And so for me, I'm literally an entertainer. Like, I'm a lifestyle person and can also entertain. So, yeah. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Corey says, can we see gloves? So number one rule of moderator is you don't get to ask me for things like that. In fact, if other people do ask for things like that, you have to be the one to say, send a super chat or a super sticker. And if you don't know how to do that, under the chat there is a $sign, or beside the chat there's a $sign. And if you click it, you can join my memberships there, or you can send me a super chat or a super sticker. You tie in your credit card info. I don't get that information. Google and YouTube does. And then you can send me a custom message or like a sticker that they have with a dollar amount that's attached to it. And that would be considered as a tip. And those who tip will get gloves being brought out, or in some people's cases, feet for a little while. Joe says, okay, will do, mistress. Anything you say, mistress. You also have to be careful with saying anything you say. If you watched a past live stream of mine, I go over what two different people said to mistresses, two different mistresses, and the mistresses took them literally when they said anything, and they ended up not liking it. So be careful for what you wish for, I suppose. Corey's asking, are all of my live streams on Saturdays? Yes, they are. Unless I state otherwise on my community tab and on my social media, if I make it to that, I will always update my community tab about YouTube first. And then anything else after that is, you know, bonus. So Valor says, my parents don't know. They can never know. Ah. I mean, honestly, that's how I thought my life was gonna be. But life has its own plans for you. So, yeah. Just take it day by day. I've been used to living a double life for a very long time. And when I say a very long time, I mean like over 10 years. So this started before, you know, my kink self. So yeah. Corey says, have you ever took a sub in public? Yes. So I have, I do wining and dining, like fine dining or like, you know, outings, like dom dates with some of my subs. And, you know, most of the time we keep it on the down low. But, you know, things can happen under the table, or things can happen where, like, I tell them to get down on their knees and kiss my shoe at an ATM, which is really fun. So man, this tube is like endless. I love it. I've literally had this paint for years. And I thought I was gonna open it up with surgery, but simply tapping it is enough to make more just ooze out, which is great. looks pretty good. Okay. Do I have to do this side? A little bit, yeah. I'll let that one dry. Yeah. Feel free to ask me questions or comment on things about life. It's already been an hour. My goodness. But I'll stay on until I finish this side at least, because it needs to get done, and my photo shoot is not until 4? No, 6. 6 p.m. So... Corey is asking, do I have any dogs or cats? I have a human pup, but no animals in my home at the time. I really want one though, but I don't think it's fair to have a pet inside such a, like, an apartment space. My apartment's actually pretty large. I'm very fortunate to have this space. It's, you know, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom with a balcony and storage space and what else? Storage space, 2-car garage, parking spots. So I like it. It's good for humans, but not for pets, I don't think. A cat would probably be okay in here, honestly, because they would just, like, find corners to, like, lay in or on top of. But I don't want them scratching up my furniture, so that's kind of one of the reasons why I probably haven't pursued it. Also, I used to travel a lot, and so leaving my pet unattended or leaving them with other people is not fair to them. I want them to have a good home and be a good owner to them. Like, in 2019, I was traveling every month, sometimes twice a month. And so that's too much to leave your pet behind, you know? And I'm not gonna take my pet with me. Joe says, I know I've already asked, but which do you prefer to be called, Miss, Mistress, or Goddess? I don't really have a preference. I think Miss Mara is just easy because it's 1 syllable. Mistress and Goddess are 2 syllables. And it's generic enough that, like, if you were out and about and you just said Miss, people don't think too much about it. But if you say Mistress or Goddess, they know. You know? So if you're trying to be incognito, Miss is always good. Just so I know. Baylor says, I'm a sub, so it's easier to hide. I have 13 years of service. I just want to get back. It's very lonely to be away. I'm excited when I can go back to serve. Thank you for talking also, mistress. You're welcome. Where are you located? Out of curiosity. I always like to know where people are from. Corey is asking, what are my favorite shoes when I have a session? Ooh, I actually showed them one time on here on YouTube on one of my live streams. I put it on camera, but it's the leather patent. No, it's not patent. It's leather stilettos that are like 6 to 7 inches high. And they have a crisscross strap on the foot. And they're platform heels. So the whole shoe is elevated. And it just gives me good height. It lifts all the assets, if you will. And it looks really good with pretty much everything that I wear for domination. I actually brought it last night, but I ended up not changing into it because I was like, it was a very comfortable space, so I just wanted to be comfortable. All the other ladies were wearing heels, but I was like, I like my dirty combat boots. All right, I think this is good for now. Yay! Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to paint this again. Oh, okay. Let's see. Corey's asking, what are your... Oh, wait, no, I read that. Jean says, I agree with you, mistress. Wait, on which part? I said a lot of things. Actually, Joe, what time is it in the UK right now? If you're still on here. Oh, okay. Joe says, okay, mistress, I really appreciate you answering my questions. I will be ready for your next task once I complete the first one. Wonderful. Joe says it's 9:15 p.m., mistress. Okay, not too late. Very good. Corey says, does your pup allow to speak? No, they do not. I don't allow them to speak. If they need to talk to me about something, they have to bark. And then I have specific signals that I use to order them to do things too. think we're good with the gold for now. Joe says, although I will be willing to do 2 at the same time, mistress. I prefer subs to focus on one thing. For you, it would be similar. All right, I really have to plug that phone in. So let me go grab. Hey. Cord. Oh, I guess, let's see, I should plug this in. Okay, that's good. Joe says, okay, mistress, no problem. Wonderful. All right, any last questions, comments, concerns before I log off for the day? Joe is asking, is there anything I can do now to make you happy, mistress? Well, in a few minutes I will be logging off so you can complete the task that I just gave you. Also, if you have a Vimeo account, I'm also on there. Like and comment on all of those videos as well. Joe says, yes, mistress, thank you, mistress. That is exactly what I want to hear. All right, if that is it, I would like to thank all of you for coming and joining my live stream today. I got a lot done in an hour, which is great, and I got to answer questions and say hello to new people. And so I'm going to talk about all the things that I'm going to be a part of in the next week and month. So next week I'm going to, on Friday the 1st, April 1st, this is not an April Fool's joke, I am going to be attending a Sense art fair. It's going to be a gallery that has a bunch of artists who are going to be featuring their work on the first level. And then on the second level, there's going to be a VIP lounge area where I'm going to be performing with a submissive. She was at my nocturnal event, Momo, and we're going to be doing a 2-hour rope, Kimbaku or Shibari rope performance with some flowers. So that's going to be lovely. And then on the 2nd, I'm going to have an audition for a dance thing during the day. And then at the early evening, I'm going to be hosting a bachelorette party where I'm going to be teaching basic rope, again, Kimbaku / Shibari, to females and a bride who's going to get married soon in September. And then after that, I am going to a burner party. If you don't know what burners are, they are a group of people that are generically called that based off of Burning Man goers. So this burner party is going to have fire spinners, art, and blacklight room. And I'm going to be performing a more, again, rope, but it's going to be more experimental. And I'm super excited to do that one because I actually made my props for that. And hint, hint, they have tails and there's 2 of them. If you know what my favorite implements are, that's what those are. That's going to be super exciting. And then on the 3rd, one of my photographers / videographers is actually going to be doing a performance for a cherry blossom festival. So I'm going to be attending that and probably taking photos as well, because it's going to be that time of year. And so that's happening next week. And then at the end of April, from the 21st to the 24th, I'm going to be at this desert festival that's going to be steampunk themed. Like, all the camps are going to be that. Everything's going to be lit in neon at nighttime. They already had like a soft opening for it, just to test out what the location and how it's going to look and everything. And it looks amazing. People are super talented, which is why I decided to go all out and actually like produce, you know, put some effort and make my own props too, because like some of these people are like programming their own LED jackets and stuff, which is so amazing. So you're gonna see a recap of that also. If not on this channel, it'll be on my Goddess Mara one, because I will be go-go dancing for that as well. Yeah, so that's kind of what's coming up. Don't forget to, you know, subscribe to all of my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Mara Domina, and then check my community tab here on YouTube. Turn on notifications by clicking that bell so that you know when I have new content out or new announcements out. Corey is asking if I have an email. Yes, my email can be found on my About page on this YouTube channel. If you go to youtube.com/DominaMara and then go to About, that is where you can find my contact information. Jeff says, good morning. Jean says, God bless you, mistress. And Nom de Plume says, can I recommend a smother box? I don't even know what that is. What is a smother box? Like a box that you sit on to smother people with? I don't know. Yeah, so I post a new video or live stream every Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And if you guys don't have any other questions, I guess that's it. So if you missed the live stream, rewind and rewatch this after the fact. But I just announced all of my stuff. Joe, you have a task to complete, so go do that. He says, thank you, mistress. Have a great day / evening. I will. So thank you all so much for joining in, and I will catch you next time. Keep it kinky, everyone.